FIFA's relationship with Cristiano Ronaldo has been complex, marked by periods of admiration, neglect, and sometimes even controversy. Although Ronaldo has been one of the greatest footballers in history, there have been moments when it seemed as if FIFA, as the governing body of world football, didn't fully recognize his contributions or treated him unfairly. Firstly, when Ronaldo burst onto the international scene with Sporting CP, it was clear that he had immense potential. However, it wasn't until his move to Manchester United in 2003 that he truly began to gain global attention. Despite his early success, it wasn't until his performances on the global stage, especially in international tournaments, that FIFA began to take him seriously. However, even at his best, he often appeared to be overshadowed by others in the FIFA rankings and awards. Secondly, one of the earliest instances of perceived neglect was during FIFA's Ballon d'Or award processes. Ronaldo, despite being one of the standout players of the 2000s, often found himself in competition with Lionel Messi, and for some years, his efforts were overlooked in favor of Messi's dominance. FIFA and the Ballon d'Or, which is governed by the organization, awarded Messi repeatedly during periods when Ronaldo had arguably outperformed him on the field. This led to accusations that FIFA's internal biases were hindering Ronaldo's recognition. A significant moment of tension came after Ronaldo's sensational 2008-09 season, where he was pivotal in Manchester United's success, leading them to a Premier League title and a UEFA Champions League victory. Despite his brilliance, Ronaldo only received the Ballon d'Or in 2008, while Messi's consistent performances the following years were rewarded more lavishly, with few acknowledging the Portuguese forward's contribution on an equal scale. This fueled the belief that Ronaldo's individual brilliance was undermined by FIFA's preference for certain players over others. Another controversial point in FIFA's treatment of Ronaldo came during international competitions. For example, during the 2016 UEFA European Championship, Ronaldo was pivotal in helping Portugal win the tournament. However, FIFA seemed to overlook his leadership and key moments in favor of more commercially appealing teams and players, despite Ronaldo's undeniable influence on his national team. The lack of recognition for his achievements on such a grand stage was frustrating for many fans and analysts alike. Furthermore, FIFA's handling of Ronaldo's image and commercial appeal was often seen as being less favorable than other high-profile players. While FIFA embraced stars like Messi and Neymar, it seemed at times that Ronaldo was left to fend for himself in terms of branding and global visibility. Ronaldo's marketability was not always promoted to the same extent, despite his immense popularity. FIFA's preference for a cleaner image and a less controversial personality sometimes meant that Ronaldo's individuality was downplayed, which seemed at odds with his larger-than-life persona. Another area of tension was Ronaldo's frequent exclusion from the FIFA World Cup's Best Player awards and the Golden Boot, despite his consistent performances. In 2018, for example, Ronaldo had a fantastic World Cup with Portugal, but players like Kylian Mbappé or Luka Modric garnered more attention. Even though Ronaldo continued to impress on the field, his omission from these prestigious accolades left many feeling that FIFA was downplaying his contributions. FIFA's preference for Messi as the face of global football also created a dynamic that left Ronaldo feeling undervalued. Despite their similar records of individual awards and titles, FIFA often gravitated towards Messi in terms of public campaigns and advertisements. Messi's quieter, more humble persona, combined with his frequent success at Barcelona, made him a favored figure for FIFA, while Ronaldo's more outspoken nature and perceived arrogance often led to him being overlooked in favor of Messi's narrative. In addition, FIFA's decision to hand out the FIFA The Best award has been another point of contention. Ronaldo, despite achieving remarkable feats and leading his teams to victories, often found himself overshadowed by other candidates. Players like Messi, Modric, and even others who had successful individual campaigns, were preferred over the Portuguese star, leaving some questioning if there were internal biases at play. FIFA's interactions with Ronaldo also took a negative turn during the controversy surrounding his 2018 move from Real Madrid to Juventus. Despite his success with Los Blancos, FIFA's official statements and coverage of Ronaldo's departure were noticeably more subdued than they were for other players moving between clubs. Ronaldo's move to Italy was often overshadowed by news about Messi's and Neymar's respective moves, leading to further dissatisfaction from his supporters. One of the clearest examples of FIFA's perceived bias against Ronaldo came during the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Although Ronaldo entered the tournament as one of the top players of all time, he was benched in crucial knockout matches. Despite his historical significance, FIFA's decision to feature young stars like Kylian Mbappé and Messi in the media narrative highlighted the sense that Ronaldo's contributions were being minimized, particularly in comparison to others with similar stature. Finally, One of the most glaring examples of FIFA's perceived dislike for Ronaldo was seen after his interview with Piers Morgan in late 2022. His open criticism of both Manchester United and FIFA's handling of various issues further estranged him from the organization. His comments highlighted the lack of transparency, which only amplified the idea that FIFA had often worked against his best interests. In conclusion, while FIFA cannot completely ignore Ronaldo's contributions to football, its treatment of him has often been marked by favoritism towards other players and a reluctance to celebrate his achievements in full. Despite Ronaldo's unparalleled achievements, his relationship with FIFA has always been fraught with moments of exclusion, bias, and neglect. Yet, he remains one of the greatest players to ever grace the game, with a legacy that transcends the policies and preferences of any one organization.